What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and Dope Living TV.
Yo, this is Tony Terry, and you're watching Dope Living TV.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver, and whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
What's up? We watching Dope Living TV. What you watching?
Yo, welcome to Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. We got it all. Come and see. Yeah. You see. Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. Yeah. Check us out. Come and see.
I'm sorry. What's up? It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Let's start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Look, man, when we started this Dope Living TV journey, we wanted to just talk to people. You know, we wanted to say, hey, what's up? You know, what are you doing? How are you making your life better? We just wanted to talk to people. And during that journey, just transformed into talking, helping, enriching, inspiring. And this isn't bragging. This is just what we do. We love the fact that we can help. We love the fact that we can give the talents that we have to other people so that they can lift themselves up and do some things. And as we do that, we discover ourselves as well. So I can honestly say this Dope Living team, we're winning. We're winning. And when I say winning, I don't just say, it's not about money all the time. It's about purpose, doing what we do, doing what we say we're going to do, and making that purpose felt with others. You know, tonight we have our sister, the most talented leadership coach I've ever met in my life, Rachel L. Gary, who's got a birthday party that I wasn't invited to, but it's cool. It's all good. You know, I know how they do me. But we are, this person, she's attacked, she's misunderstood, but she still continues, you know, because the thing is, if you're a real entrepreneur and if you really, really, really believe in what you're doing, that outside noise is not going to bother you. It is what it is. You're going to say what they're going to say, all right? But the thing is, they're still watching, which still means they're engaged, which still means that in their twisted way, they're still supporting. You know what I mean? It's crazy, but that's what they do. That's not how we do. We want to help, and that's what we're going to continue to do until we're gone. I don't know where my people at, but hey, it's cool because I see Rachel in the green room. Rachel could come on up now because she got some look, and we're gonna do this every week now. We're gonna make sure that we put a question out there. We put a thought out there, and you guys think about it, talk about it, and come back to the show, and we'll discuss it. You know what I'm saying? We'll discuss it, and we'll make it happen, and we'll explain it. Now, I'm gonna bring Rachel on now. Okay, everybody, look, she's a leadership coach. She's teaching people how to elevate their businesses. And I gotta say, I'm gonna say it when she comes on. Okay, what's up, girl?
Hey there, hey there, hey there, hey there. Hey, I was just setting up so I could make sure I was on time. But hello there, the National Black Hall of Fame inductee himself. How we doing?
I'm gonna do it too. Hold on, let me put it up there because you know we gotta. Even though we don't talk about it a lot, okay, we let our work speak for itself. We are members of the National Black Radio Hall of Fame, and we're proud of it. We're proud of everything we've done to get there. You know, each one of us, myself, Gina, Chris, Mo, Steve, we've done some things in the past and to get us to this point. And so I'm very proud of it. All right. And, you know, I appreciate the fact, because we don't say it every day. I appreciate the fact that every day, whether she's on this show or whether she's out in the streets or doing her thing, Rachel mentions us. All right. She
I
mentioned.
mean first off, we have to celebrate excellence. Period. Hey, there, Mo.
She said, "Hey, Mo, you ain't speaking." Oh, look at him. He pointed at you.
He trying to figure out how I got here so early.
Everybody has technical difficulties.
I can't hear nobody. I got some technical difficulties.
Then you're gonna have to log off. That's your technical difficulty this time. Log off and log back on, bro. What's up, Letitia? What's going on?
We'll log off.
Go ahead.
Mr. Marie, thank you for joining.
Finish your thought, Rachel.
But we have to celebrate Black excellence, and we have to celebrate excellence, period, and making sure that we celebrate the hard work that went into becoming the National Black Radio Hall of Fame inductee. The years of dedication that you've had in the field, the years of dedication the team of Dope Living TV has put into the world, the many people who you have touched, the many people that you guys have helped, the many people career, including my own, who started right here on Dope Living TV. Myself, like Jeff Rutherford. I mean, we're doing awesome things in conjunction with Dope Living TV, and that all stems from you guys being an example to showing up.
And we appreciate that, you know, and we always do. Everybody's having technical difficulties. I don't know why y'all having technical difficulties, guys. Okay, so
hey, I set my stuff up ahead of time.
They always do as well. They do too. I don't know what the probably could be a StreamYard thing, you know, but you know, regardless,
StreamYard has its moments.
I know y'all here, all right. But you know, Rachel had asked the question. We're gonna start posting that question at the beginning of the week as opposed to blowing it out right now. And I think it's a great question because we really need to hold ourselves accountable for every movement that we make. All right. Absolutely. And accountability is key. So what are you guys doing? What's the difference between being busy and being paid?
Yes. It's a whole moment. So if you guys are watching, drop that information in the chat for us. What's the difference between being busy and being paid? Because we all, you'll hear everyone say all the time, we're busy. I'm busy. I'm busy. But if we busy and we not paid, that's what we're gonna talk about today. How to get disconnected from being busy and get connected with getting paid. That's what it's about at the end of the day. So drop that down in the chat for us. What's the difference? What do you see the difference as? What's the difference between being paid and being busy? Jenna, how you doing?
Y'all have to excuse me. I was having technical difficulties earlier.
Yeah, I'm on my phone. That's the only way I can log on. And I don't like being on my phone.
I don't know what the deal is. I didn't do anything.
Don't get do not disturb on because it will kick you out.
I put my airplane mode on already, and I want to say this too.
I'm still trying to get in on my computer.
I got to tell everybody too, real quick, Rachel, before we dig deep into this subject, man. You know, I love it when, and I was saying this before, a little while ago. I love it when the team wins. You know, we're winning as Dope Living TV, but individually we're winning as well. And we said at the end of the year it's gonna be a different year for everybody on here, not just with the show, but for individuality. Okay, and I'm telling you, it's happening. It is happening right now. Everybody's starting to win. And the first quarter, it's not even over. All right. You know, so shout out to Gina, shout out to Mo, shout out to Steve, shout out to Chris. We doing it, y'all. We are doing it. All right. And although people may not want to hear that, because we never brag on ourselves or boast about anything, people may not want to hear that, but we're doing it. And we're doing it the right way. You know, we're taking stock in ourselves, not just with the show. We're taking stock in our individual brands, and we're making that brand speak on its own, as opposed to us talking about it all the time. Okay, so shout out to my crew here. I love them, man. Okay, but yeah, Rachel asked the question: what is the difference between busy over being paid? Now you put an addendum to that as well, and you ask the question, and I said, man, this is gonna be huge. Name one activity you do daily. Name one activity that you do daily that produces $0.
So what is that one activity? Because I mean, we all out here doing
Sleep.
something
Sleep.
that is not making
Sleep.
any money. Steve,
When I go to sleep, I'm
Hey,
making
Coach.
no money.
you making no money? Hey,
When I'm going
no,
to sleep.
we gotta make money in our sleep. That's
And I sleep.
it.
That's the
I
next
make
move.
money
That's
in
the
my
next move.
sleep. I make money in my sleep, Steve.
I used to make money in my sleep, but I don't make money in my sleep.
I make money
I
in my
got
sleep.
I got a
Definitely
cousin
know how to
told
do it.
me he told me he make $50,000 in his sleep.
I'm not gonna say I make $50,000 in my
I
sleep.
want to be like you.
I make money. I am profitable while I'm sleeping.
That's a good
I
thing,
would
because
never
that's
put.
what it's about. Because once we get to that point of when you're making money in your sleep, then that means that you're no longer busy. You are being paid. That's what it's about. That's the legacy, to be able to make money while you're asleep. Mailbox money, sleep money,
Mailbox, residual income.
Yeah, but
residuals.
he owns a
Not those R. Kelly
dispensary, so
residuals, but residuals.
Yeah.
he may make that in his sleep. He owns a dispensary.
Oh, I'm not
So
knocking it. I'm just saying, for me personally, okay, with my power and my peace, I've set myself into a position where, as I'm talking right now, and Rachel, you correct me if I'm wrong, as I'm talking right now, and as I'm talking outside of the Dope Living platform, I've set in motions wheels that will continue to stay profitable while I take my nap, while I take my 4 hours or 5 hours of sleep. You know what I'm saying? I get back up, I check, bam, I made, and I don't care if it's $10, I made some money. Okay.
I used to be like that.
I say, but it starts off with $10, but as you start, if you start monetizing things that are making money for you,
Correct.
then that $10 becomes $100, $100 becomes $1,000. I'll use, for instance, like Mo and I had a conversation, I hope he doesn't mind, about ATMs a while back.
Yeah. Now,
there are many people who have those ATMs in different places. Some make money, some lose money.
Yeah.
It's making sure that you research. This is something I looked into with Gary V, where he was talking about how you have to know where to put your business, or how to spread your marketing. It's just like you having an ATM and not knowing where the most traffic is that's going to utilize that ATM.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That is something that you have to research. So that's like R&D. So sometimes we see those get rich, I'm going to put the word in quotation, get rich quick things, but we don't understand that there is a science behind getting rich.
Right. It's a movement. It's a science and a movement. Okay. You know, you can have that science, but if you don't apply yourself to that science, if you don't understand the science, okay, you're not going to make money. All right. And it's a problem. It's a problem with me. And I'm being a little different now, Rachel, in business, because with the messes going on in government, we really have to be on point with our personal business, with our personal wealth. So I'm a little bit different. I don't laugh as much anymore when I talk to these people outside of the business. Okay. And Gina and I had a discussion today. Shout out to my sister. There she is. She got her laptop on.
Yeah, there she is.
Yeah, I got it now. I was
We
having
had a discussion
issues.
today.
I don't know what the heck was happening.
We have to make sure that we continue to know our value, know our worth. All right. Because if we undervalue ourselves, that's what everybody's going to, because, you know, it's like a long time ago, someone says, you tell one person and so on and so on and so on. Okay. If you undervalue yourself and this person says, okay, I got you, then they're going to tell somebody else. All right. And so they're going to tell somebody else. And all the time that they're talking, your value goes down. All right. True. You'll get paid from these people. Okay. But it's not what you're worth. It's not what what you do. All right. And I know for a fact that each of these individuals that are sitting here right now, they do so much for other people and deserve to elevate their value. But with real quick, we're taking a quick break, Bobby.
Hey, Bobby.
Shout out to Dope Living.
Bobby.
Baby.
Shout out to Bobby Stretcher. So Rachel, we got to get into this, okay? First of all, let me ask the question again since everybody's here. What did you do today? What are you doing today? Let me rephrase it or phrase it. Rachel, ask the question.
No, you got the question. Come on, this your show. I am just the leadership coach on the show. Go ahead, you got it. Go.
Well, the leadership coach asked the question: name one activity, any of us, that we do daily that produces $0.
I already answered it. Sleep.
Ooh.
Produces $0.
Sleep. Like I said.
Okay.
I don't know more about sleep now. You make money in my sleep.
You make money in your
That's what we were
sleep.
talking about, Jenny. That we're supposed to make money in our sleep. That's the purpose. We got to get to the point.
I knew you was gonna get hung up on that one. When I'm sleeping, I'm asleep. I'm gone because I've been making money all day. So when it's time to go to sleep, I go to sleep.
How about transporting somebody from point A to point B? Okay, you know, they're not paying you for gas or anything like that. Taking somebody, to the store. They're not paying
Relaxing. Relaxing. That's a good best way I can answer that question.
Leadership coach, what activity did you do today that you didn't get paid?
Well, I have to be as transparent as possible. There was nothing I did today that I did not get paid for.
There you go. Which is really the answer that everyone should have. Okay.
Yeah, I was very strategic. I spent some money I didn't want to spend, but that my muffler fell off my car. But that was the only thing that happened today that cost me money. But I made money on my walk. So my walk to go pick up the car. So
can I ask you a question, G, since how you put it? Now you said got paid or made money, because payment can come in different ways.
Absolutely.
Because I definitely worked and got paid today. Hey, and working hard at it.
Well, the question was, name an activity that you do daily that produces $0 that you didn't get paid. Because I think the point that Rachel's trying to make is why are we doing an activity and we're not getting paid for it? Why are we?
Because it may not pay today, but it'll pay tomorrow.
We talking about today.
So sometimes, I have a thing about very similar to what Steve just said about we might be in a season where we're planting seeds, watering seeds, pruning the trees, or actually reaping the harvest. And to me, when you are planting the seeds, that is payment. You're preparing yourself to be paid. So for those activities, this is what I have said about it. That sometimes we spend a lot of time on activities that are not going to pay us ever, and we know are not going to pay us ever.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so when you say, let me ask a question because I need clarification too. When you say that, are you referring to through your everyday life? Because I take my mother everywhere. I don't get paid for it. So and I don't expect to. So are we referring to personal life or are we talking about the business life?
Well, our personal life spills into our business life, especially when as entrepreneurs. Because I'll use for instance, if we get 24 hours in a day and we spend 7 of those hours that doesn't produce any money, and we sleep 8 of those hours, that means we only have 6 hours that we're actually utilizing in our day to make money. And we're wondering, and we wonder at the end of the week or the end of the month why our income isn't where we want it to be. So it's really about are we spending the necessary time to grow the business, grow the money, and plant the seeds for future harvest. So that's what it really is.
Do you always need to be in that business every day, every hour of the day, besides when you sleep?
No, not at all. It goes to the difference between people having money, being rich, and being wealthy. And what is legacy and freedom look like for that person?
Okay, see with the activities, you know, let's take the maternal aspect out of it. Let's take the you know, I got to take my mom. I'm not dissing you or nothing like that, but you know, let's take that stuff out of that. Okay, you washing dishes. Okay, that's an activity you did. All right, that you didn't get paid for. All right, you did this, you did that. I'm not talking about little, you know, the familial things. All right, I'm talking about an activity. You know, we're talking about an activity, and it's not saying, and you know, Rachel, jump in anytime. It's not saying that you should get paid, but I think what and I could be wrong, but the exercise here is that if there's and I say this all the time, if there's something that you do for free, that you do great, that you do fantastic, that you think you do better than anybody, why aren't you making money at it? You know?
That's why I think the clarification is coming in at, because there are certain things that you're going to do that you don't even expect payment, which is what you were saying, Greg, like your everyday things. Yeah. But when you're talking about, when I heard the question, I'm thinking about, what did I do that related to my business? What did I do today related to my business that I didn't get paid for? I talked to about 7 to 8 authors today, or 7 to 8 candidates who, excuse me, reached out to me about the registering for the Distinguished Authors Guild. Now that was business related, but I didn't get paid for it. So that's when you ask that question, that's what brings to mind.
But to Steve's point, okay, you did get paid. All right. To Steve's point, you did get paid.
Well, and see, that's why I understand, like Gina said, because today I discussed the event that I have coming up February 28th at the Rehabilitation Center. And that's a volunteer event. So everything, I'm not getting paid for it, but payment will come in later days.
Yeah, and again, I feel that's payment, because now you are you're being viewed. People are getting to know who you are. There may be somebody in the audience that say, "Hey, I know this great comedian. His name is Steve Edwards." So in a sense, you're getting paid. It's not.
Right.
It's
just not
monetarily.
Money. Right. Yeah, it's not money.
And we don't want to take too far out of
It's just like what Rachel just said. I mean, just a minute ago, you know, you sowing seeds. You know, you're doing your pruning. You know, you're getting your garden ready to reap what you sow. So, I mean, you're getting paid. It's coming.
Right.
But,
right.
You know.
Again, I prefaced the show today, and I said it while you guys were on here. Our team is winning. This Dope Living team, everything that we're touching right now is turning to gold. We're winning. Okay, and we don't have to do it feverishly, but we do need to plant those seeds. You know what I mean? In order to let it grow. I'm a firm believer in, you know, once you've put your foot in, that's why taking small steps, leaving huge footprints has always been my mantra. Okay, you walk in that room, you're planting those seeds. You're speaking to people, you're networking, you're doing whatever you got to do. By the time you leave, everybody's wanting to get your number. They want to get to know what you're doing. They want to make sure that they are a part of what you are doing, which is what Rachel has built. All right. Right now, she don't have to talk about the her mastermind courses. People are asking to get. She in damn near season 47. All right. My thing is, people.
Hey,
I'm just saying. People are asking about it though. So my thing is that's part of that growth. That's part of that that planting the seed. You know, I could do this forever. You know, because I love talking business. Y'all notice I don't really crack too many jokes when I'm talking business. All right. My sister and I had a nice little moment today. My sister's winning. She is winning. Okay, today. All right. Every day she wins, but today she is winning. All right, Steve. Man, do I got to put that picture up again, Steve?
Well, no, but don't forget, tomorrow morning, I'll be on the Empowered Morning Show, 7 o'clock Eastern Time on Melanin and Marriage. 6 a.m.? 6 a.m. your time, Gina.
You're winning.
Yeah, it's
You're
6
winning.
a.m. Eastern and it's 7 a.m. Eastern.
Right.
You're winning, sir. You are winning.
I will see you on the show, Steve. I always watch it in the morning.
Thank you.
I'm gonna watch it tomorrow.
The ladies have an awesome show every day. Very uplifting.
Rachel, I want to get to you, okay? What's up, D Starks? D Starks got the show tomorrow. All right, guys. Okay. I don't know if he's doing the show tonight. I hope he is, okay. But tomorrow, D Starks, man, they're doing that. They don't, I'm kind of pissed at you, D. All right.
Uh-oh. You in trouble, D?
They doing the D Starks show, Valentine's Live show, okay? Jordan, Nick, and Ray. No, Dope Living TV does not have the
GI.
Don't have the market on these relationship shows, okay? But damn, dude, we put you on ours. You didn't even put us on yours, but it's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna support. I ain't paying. I'm gonna come and support and be there. But anyway, let's get back to the show. We love you, D. So Rachel, we got to get the we got to get that answer now. So Rachel asked the question, and we're going to start doing this every week so that everybody can be prepared when they come on. What is the difference in being busy versus being paid? Rachel, go ahead. It's yours.
So this is my premise around the question. The question is really to get you to think about the tasks that you do on a daily basis that don't move you forward in your journey. That's what it really is about being busy over being paid. I had a conversation with a mentee today, and the mentee said that she has stopped cutting on her TV. So she doesn't cut her TV on anymore because she wants to be focused on the growth of her business. Now, does that sometimes lead to burnout? It can if we're not utilizing the moments of self-care. So over the next 10 months, while I'm preparing for Freedom Has GPS, I'm going to be doing a 1-hour workshop at the last Wednesday of the month where we're going to be talking about different forms of business and helping us mentally prepare for real business growth. Everything, guys, is about taking opportunity, looking at your 24-hour day and figuring out what is it are you doing to plant seeds, water seeds, harvest, or prune. We have to determine of what needs to come out of our day. And sometimes I'm going to use, for instance, this is something I want to talk about. Sometimes we're doing things like laundry. Now, I know everybody's going to be like, I got to do my laundry. Is that an activity? So here it goes. If you do your laundry and you can afford for someone else to do your laundry, and during that time frame, you could be making twice as much money, why do your laundry?
Well, you'd be paying for somebody to do your laundry.
So it goes this way. To clean your house. Right now, they have cleaning services that will clean your house for $100 a month. Yeah. And they'll come 4 times a month.
Yeah.
So why would you spend the 2 to 3 hours, 2 to 7 hours a month cleaning your house as opposed to moving forward in your business? Where your business, you could make 10 times more than $100 you spend. It's utilizing in your mind, starting to think of those activities that you're doing that you could pay someone else to do, and you could possibly be making more money during those times.
So what if your subconscious is saying, man, I am putting off tomorrow what I could do today, let's use the analogy of the washing the clothes, all right? I want to wash my clothes. All right. So
nobody washing my drawers.
Well, no, I don't mind nobody washing my drawers, but today I felt like I want to wash my clothes. That's taken away from an opportunity. If you can afford to do that, okay. And I've been in that position, Rachel, so I know exactly what you're talking about, okay. And while they're washing my clothes, I'm watching TV or doing something else that I should be putting my full attention on advancing, on getting my business even better than what it is. Okay. You want to say something more?
No, I was going to use the analogy, a while back when I was cutting my grass. I was like, and it's like 100 degrees outside. You try to wake up early in the morning and get it cut. Well, basically the same thing that Rachel just said. I could pay somebody $50 to do this. I ain't got to stand out here and get all sweaty and nasty, cutting this grass. And they could use my riding lawnmower. Use my riding lawnmower. You can use all my little things, And I thought about that and I said, you know what? I ain't got no time to get nasty and sweaty. You got that time, you can go do something else with it.
And again, here's one more thing too before you continue, Rachel. Another analogy, okay? You go into the barber and you're paying the barber now. I think they $40-$50 now, okay? Cut all your damn hair off, okay? That way you can avoid it. They ain't gonna
go with that analogy. Go with that.
Hey, I already beat you to the punch. All of mine's gone.
That sounds like somebody losing their hair.
All mine's gone.
That sounds like somebody that was losing their hair.
I ain't losing my hair. My hairline always been like
exactly. I'm already up on that.
You're gonna have every man walking around with a bald head.
No, he ain't. Not at all. Pull up that picture, Greg.
Pull up that picture. I gotta step my game up. Amina says, you got people doing your laundry and cleaning our house. Hello? She said our house, like we living together, but now, Lewis said, for the love of money is a sin. Just be happy what the Lord has blessed you with, and the rest will come.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Rachel.
No, I totally agree with what Mo was saying about the grass, because the reason why I say about the tasks we're doing that are busy. Now, when Gina's taking her mom, she's taking her mom around for love. That is her reward. She's spending as much time as possible with mom. That's a reward. Like for me, I will drive to my grandmother's house and used to take her to the grocery store. She lived 3 blocks away from the grocery store. I drove to her house from Schaumburg, and my grandmother lived downtown Chicago. We took an hour drive for me to take her 5 minutes away from her house. It was for the love of us spending the time together why I did it. Now it's funny, grocery shopping for myself, I told my wife, do the Instacart. Because for me, if I'm spending 3 to 4 hours in a grocery store, when I could be spending 3 or 4 hours reaching out to people for the course, that's $4.97. If I reach out to 5 or 10 people and 2 people say yes, that's $1,000 I made when I was out there spending money in the grocery store. So it's really looking at your 24-hour day of the time that you're just busy, as opposed to the time that you're productively moving forward to planting seeds, watering it, pruning, or harvesting or reaping your harvest.
So what do you consider a waste of time?
I said, you are the only person who can determine what is wasting your time. For me, this is just me, guys. I don't watch TV and I don't listen to the radio, but 1 day a week. I feel that we get lost in programs. We get lost into the TV. We get lost into what's going on. Have you noticed that we could talk about a football game? Who watched the Super Bowl on Sunday?
Everybody here did.
Sure.
Everybody here.
I didn't see it for the Super Bowl. I didn't see the game at all because it played on Sunday. I don't watch TV on Sunday, so I didn't watch the Super Bowl at all. I haven't seen a football game in. I am an avid Packers fan. So whenever Aaron Rodgers left the Packers, I have not watched a football game since.
Well, you should check out that new black boy, Jordan Love. He's pretty good.
Yeah,
No, I saw
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love was there when Aaron was there. When Aaron was there last. So, but the whole point is, now you just told me about Jordan Love, right? Now I'm asking. This is the reason why I asked the question. So everyone watched the Super Bowl. Who was the MVP of the Super Bowl?
The black dude.
Okay.
Bad Bunny.
Okay. So on Super Bowl Sunday, what was the commercial that made them that was the best commercial?
I don't know. I didn't see nothing that just jumped out.
The one that had the Clydesdales, the Anheuser-Busch.
Or was it
I like the one with the old sitcoms.
Yeah, with the Jennifer Aniston Friends and Urkel.
Yeah, the old sitcoms. That was hilarious.
Dunkin' Donuts, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so all of that. So this is where I'm going with it. Now we know the MVP. We know what the best commercial was. We know about the horrible performance I heard about Bonnie. So that's what I heard.
It was not horrible.
It wasn't horrible.
I didn't say
it was not horrible.
It depends.
It's totally objectable because
It was
I didn't see
distasteful
it.
to my eye.
You did good, Steve. I heard you. But it goes this way: that all of those people, people who made the commercials, are multimillionaires.
Mm-hmm.
The people who own that field are multimillionaires.
Mm-hmm.
The people who own those teams are either multimillionaires or billionaires. Mm-hmm. And we're right now trying to figure out how to make ends meet. Why does that game make so much money and commercials make so much money? I mean, they have to pay so much because there's so many eyeballs on them.
Yep. That's marketing 101.
It's the biggest game of the year because all the eyeballs are on them. Mm-hmm. So we spend our time living through someone else's life and their successes because the Super Bowl champs were successful. The ones who they play, I don't even know who was in the Super Bowl. Sorry, guys, I don't even watch enough TV to even know. But I'm just being honest.
And the ones who lost were successful too.
But yes, there's times where we're using this as self-care, but during the week. So this is what a friend of mine used to say. He said, if during the week I did not make $100,000, I do not watch any sports on Sunday. His reward for the week was sports on Sunday. So all week all he did was work on his business to make sure he made $100,000. 20 million people watched that game. I appreciate the statistics. If 20 million people watch that game, how many of those people net worth is over $5,000?
Let's go. Let's go.
Because once they break down the statistics of the people watching the game, which they throw those statistics out there, most of those people are below poverty because of poverty level. And that's statistically. I'm not making these numbers up.
No, I get that. People borrowed money to go to the Super Bowl parties. Okay, seriously. And Steve, I always. But
man,
yeah,
if I hear back with interest, because you keep mentioning it. Because I need to make money with my money.
Yes, absolutely. Amen. And shout out to you, Dr. LaWanda Fox. That's my cousin, y'all. She out there in Florida.
Hey, cousin.
Thank you for the 20 million watch. Thank you for letting us know, being that research.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, for me, on Sunday, I went to an event where I was networking for my upcoming book. So I met 7 new people in the room to understand their business, to let them understand what I do, for us to network in the future. I've had 3 conversations with 7 of those people this week. So to me, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, because, this is probably some of what Gina was thinking when we were talking earlier. Okay. And Gina, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to speak for you. Okay. How much is too much? At what point? Now, everybody's not built like you.
Exactly. You bringing out exactly how I was thinking. It goes back to the old saying, all work and no play.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have to take my downtime. I have to.
Not to be a burnout.
I have to reset.
But
I can't make.
Go ahead, sister.
Go ahead, Mo.
I was just gonna say, if you love what you're doing, it don't phase you like that.
And I heard that, Mo.
I love what I'm doing.
If you like what you're doing, you're never working. Okay, I heard that. Okay, right. I get that. Okay, but let's be realistic. Everybody ain't got that. Everybody not built like Rachel. Rachel enjoys it. She enjoys talking to people and this and that. But at some point, and I'm with Gina on this, because while I was trying to grow the business, a lot of this came up, a lot of that came up. So yeah, I'm into it, this and that. But now that the business has legs of its own, I'm still going to sustain it, but I'm not taking the 24, the 48 hours to make it work anymore. Like I said, again, it speaks for itself. So people are going to start, as opposed to like at the beginning of a business. Okay, you're always out there, you're doing what you're doing, you're talking to everyone and this and that. But at some point, your business speaks for itself, and people are now asking you. You know what I'm saying? Lewis has a good point here too. How much does it take to live a good life? All right, that based on individuals, I think. Okay, but Rachel, you can speak on that too. I'm sorry.
I will 1,000% agree with what Greg said. It depends on what a good life looks like to you. That everyone, when we say a good life, it depends on what you want out of your life. So that talks a lot about what's going to be in my next book, Freedom Has GPS. It's all about you setting the destination for what success looks like for you, what legacy looks like for you, what does comfort look like to you. Because me, I'll use for instance, I was comfortable. Let's go back. 20 years ago, I was comfortable as long as I had a bed,
right,
with soft sheets. 10 years later, I was not comfortable in those kinds of surroundings. I wanted to have a king size bed where I had night tables in my room and all of those things. Then
with that thread count.
Then, like, right, very much so. Now I want Egyptian cotton sheets. All those things changed as I became a little more successful, and as I became a little more aware of what was in the world. Mm-hmm. Traveling is huge for me. Traveling around the world is huge for me. If there's places I want to see, things I want to do. So it goes to, what does a good life look like to you? And that is going to evolve over time. Because over time, you're going to learn more, see more, and do more. And then your concept of what looks good, feels good to you will evolve.
Like my cousin did say, comfort goes with age. All right, you just expressed that. All right, as you get older, as we all get older, we establish a different sense of comfortability. And I think if you haven't done that, something wrong. All right, because again, with the way the world's going right now, we have to be secure with ourselves. And again, like I said, my sister over there winning. Okay, know your worth. Know what you will accept and what you will not accept. All right, that's going to infiltrate your peace and your power. Okay, we're going to be using all of these book titles. We're going to be using all of the I'm going to put them on shirts. I'm going to do all of that. We are winning. All right, but Rachel, that's a great thought. Okay, but again, everybody's not built like you. You have that drive that everybody that hey, every moment is an opportunity. How do you get people to that mindset though, and still enjoy the creature comforts of their lives?
First, I appreciate what you said about the drive and everyone being unique, because everyone has a different threshold of who they are and what as Gina said, she needs a point of reset. Just like I was speaking about my friend who said that if he doesn't make $100,000, he does not take the day off. Mm-hmm. So his goal during the week is to make sure he makes $100,000, and then on Saturday and Sunday is his weekend. If he doesn't make the $100,000, he is not off on Saturday and Sunday. So if I call him on a Saturday and he says I'm working, I know automatically he did not reach his $100,000 for the month. If I talk to him on Sunday and he says, "Hey, I'm hanging out," I know he met his quota. It's about setting the boundaries for you. I
think it's extreme, though. I think that's a little bit extreme. He
not for him.
Not for him.
He makes $10 million. He makes a little over $10 million a year. So for him, $100,000 a week is not. He wants to be there every week. He does. He makes it 9. I'm gonna be out. Like probably 9 out of 10. There's maybe one weekend in the last 10 years that he wasn't working. That he was working.
Okay, so I'm making $100 a week, right? So what am I going to do? I'm joking. I'm playing. I'm not gonna. I'm good. I'll put it like that. I'm good. But can I be better? Yeah. And y'all, my sister would tell you, I turned down some of everything because I know where I'm at. I know my comfort level. I know my peace, and I'm not hurting. Everything I got is paid for. So I'm good. You know what I'm saying? My son is great. My people are great. Like I said, my team winning. I'm gonna keep saying that we winning. Oh my God. But Rachel, I get that. Okay. But when we say this, can we, and I don't want to say dumb it down, but can we lower the expectations for people that are watching that say, well, hey, I know I ain't going to make $100,000. It's a great goal to aspire to, but I'm not that guy. You know, I mean, can we bring it down a little bit to that, or should we bring it down to that, or should we just keep it at that? Because I know, like I said again, you're a different individual, so I know what you're doing, but there's a lot of people out there that don't know how.
So I'm gonna say this, Greg. You start where you are. When I first met my friend, him and I have been friends 38 years. Mm-hmm. So when I first met him, he was making probably $200 or $300 a week. He started becoming, he started training himself on the stock exchange and started picking stocks. And now, I mean, he spent 10 years. All he did was look at the stock exchange, the different algorithms, all these things. So for him, he deals very heavily in the stock market. Mm-hmm. He is actually a broker. So for him right now, he says that he has to make $100,000 and his clients must make $1 million. So he can make the $100,000. That's his percentage of what they make. So when he first, as I said, when he first started, he was making his first goal was $300 a week while he was learning. So you set the goal on what you are looking to be. If you say, I want to make $100 extra a week, let's say a week, $100, what activities are you going to do for that $100? And what reward are you going to give yourself when you make it? Because you got to celebrate that you set your mind to something and you achieved it. It's not the monetary value. It's about you setting yourself up mentally for the growth of setting up a plan of action. Because once you plan on a smaller scale, you take that small scale plan to a bigger scale and then start and continue on.
That's right.
Because once you get used to your mindset, planning and putting together structure, you can structure your mind on a larger scale.
I like that. Absolutely. Absolutely. What do you think about that, Steve?
You're on mute. You're on mute.
He done the Stevie Wonder, Helen Keller.
I love it. I mean, everything she said made definite sense, and definitely, like she said, when you setting yourself up for the greater of it, it comes. So definitely.
I agree.
I don't know. I've always been on the extreme, like with Rachel, always been on extreme, you know. I always say, in order for you to get those super rewards, you got to do something extraordinary. And that is extraordinary, putting your nose to the grindstone and keeping it there until you succeed, you know.
Lewis got a great point here as well. He says we can't look at what somebody else is doing. We got to look at what we can do. And if it's meant for us, it's meant for us. You know what I'm saying? So that's a great comment.
It is, yeah.
Someone else's plan is not necessarily yours.
Yeah,
exactly.
And as I was asking the questions with Rachel, like I said, understanding that her situation, her friend's situation is completely different. Okay, they work differently from a lot of people. We work differently from a lot of people. All right, but for those people, Rachel, and I'm asking again, it's a repetitive question. For those people that are trying to get to the level, all right, because we got to get out of here in a second, that are trying to get to that level, what can they do to start that? You know, how can they retrain their minds, retrain their bodies to make sure that they are, number one, elevating their game from where it was yesterday, and number two, making sure that they still keep their life. You know, they're some of the it's like work life, but how can they do that?
First, remember, guys, we have a choice every day to choose differently. Yesterday is over when you went to sleep and woke up and you were in a new day. So if you choose today that you want to grow, get some self-help book, self-help YouTube University. So whatever subject matter that you want to know about is out there in the world. Yeah. There is somebody teaching it. There's someone telling about their life about it. If if you want to be an author, let's just say that you're like, I want to be an author. You go find other people who are good authors. You start slow, write a page. But when you set the goal that, hey, I'm going to write 1 page a week, not 1 page a day, because you went from not writing at all to why put yourself under pressure to say, I'm going to write a page a day. Say I'm going to write a page a week to start. And if you write a page in 2 days, celebrate you made the page in 2 days. And then next week, you say, I'm going to do 2 pages a week because you know that you have the ability to get at least a page done in a number of days. But the whole point is start where you are. But the decision, the mindset shift has to be yours. You have to make the decision that today I'm going to make a difference. Today I'm going to make a change. The only person who can do that is you.
Absolutely. That's cool. That is so true. And I hope everybody listen. Rachel, I love the fact that we can now take questions and manifest it for the week and then come back and have an intelligent conversation on one particular subject and not jump all the way around like we normally do. Okay. Even though when we jump around, we still getting extra nuggets. Okay. But to get this one lump sum of this mashed potatoes and the gravy and enjoy it. Enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy it. But
savor the flavor.
There you go. You know, I'm gonna put that on the shirt.
Him and these shirts. I'm gonna pause for a second. I would like
Don't start. Don't start.
Don't start. Hey, I already prefaced the show. We winning, okay? So go ahead. Look, I'm ready. I told y'all, I'm out there. I'm doing something. I'm ready. Gita, I got it back. I'm ready. I'm ready. We're ready.
Drone?
Yes, sir. I'm ready. It's been in the case for almost a year. I dug it out today, flew it around a little bit. I'm ready. I'm ready. Got some things. Okay, Lewis said real quick before we get out of here. I had 5 trucks trying to come up. I did, but that wasn't meant for me. I almost lost everything trying to keep up with the other truck drivers. The money was damn good, but it wasn't meant for me. You know, everything that glitters ain't gold. Everything that you think is meant for you may not be. Okay,
right.
When you wake up every morning, make sure what you do is intentional.
Okay, hold that for your comments, bro. That sounds good. I love it. Okay,
don't give out the last nugget yet, Steve.
You got 9 minutes, Greg. You got a lot of time. No.
Yeah, but I know
it's a lot of us on here, and you know what? He always miss his 5 minutes of fame.
Yeah, they're gonna take it away anyway.
So I was trying to throw mine in that end for he could skip me to make sure. Because Rachel here, so she go cut him off.
Oh, Rachel never cuts me off. Rachel always says, "Go ahead." All right.
No, she ain't gonna cut you off, but she gonna take your last statement.
That's all good. I don't care anymore. Okay. Like I said, the team is winning. Oh my God. Look at you, Steve. You're doing your thing. Okay. My little baby brother, he out there doing his thing. Okay. Give me take over. But anyway, Rachel, give us the final thought.
Guys, I will say this. At the end of the day, what the whole purpose of the question is for you to take the opportunity to look at what's going on in your everyday life as you want to grow. The things that are just keeping you busy, but are not allowing you, are not adding to your cha-ching in a bank account. Start replacing them with activities, with people, and with information that can help you add value to your life. Small things at first. This is not a Jonah in the well. This is about you taking those bite sizes of what you want to do. And you always can move forward. Each day you make it a option of what it is you want to do. What choice do you want to make today? Are you choosing to just be busy, or are you choosing to be paid? You make the choice. And when you make the choice to be just busy, realize that tomorrow you won't be paid. So if you make the choice, choose and stick with the choice. Own that. Own who you are. But let's not complain because we don't have the cha-ching in the bank. because the cha-ching ching follows the patterns in which you do on an everyday basis. That's how we move forward, CEOs. That's how we move forward and being the best version of us. And every week, I have the pleasure to be with the National Black Radio Hall of Fame inductees right here on Dope Living TV with awesome energy, awesome vibes, and also awesome knowledge. Helping individuals find success. I am eternally and forever grateful to every member on the Dope Living team, not just Greg, not just Mo, not just Gina, not just Steve, even and not just Chris. Every member who's ever been on Dope Living TV, who has reached out, who has talked to me, who has read one of my stories, who's done a beta reading for me. Everybody who's out there at the end of the day, Dope Living is a platform for growth and helping individuals that are looking to grow and are looking to be consistent and being committed to their success. And until next week, when I have the pleasure to be with you guys again, I want you guys as CEOs to be up, out, and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who?
In you, baby.
You.
That's it. That's it. I love it. I love that energy, man. Okay. And Rachel, I didn't have too much energy today. Okay. I'm a little tired. But Steve, what you got?
Hey, like I said earlier, make every day intentional. And like just Coach Rachel said, sometimes when you get too busy and there's not payment and you busy, it's like you just stuck in mud running. So
Absolutely. Good comment.
know your worth.
Mo?
Yo, I thought you was going to Gina. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Hold on. All right, Mo.
Like Cuz said, know your worth. Know your worth. That's so important when you're out there doing what you do, because, we get tied up pressing. Like I said earlier, I know I press hard to get what I got to do what I do. And that's important. And I don't feel like I'm working very hard. I don't. Matter of fact, I don't even feel like I'm working it sometimes. I know people have told me that I'm a workaholic from time to time, including my wife and a few of my relatives, but it doesn't feel like work to me. It just doesn't. And that's what I do. Whatever I need to do to succeed, and plus the stuff on the side. The stuff on the side is actually more the stuff that I do that makes me happy than my work, my money work. I got to make my money, stuff that makes my money be my main work. I got to switch those positions, because stuff that makes me happy is not my main source of income.
Gina?
Okay. Well, you know what? Entrepreneurs have different lanes they go in, different struggles that they have. You get a lot of nuggets here on Thursdays. And the one thing I always say, and I'll continue to say it, you got to take those nuggets and you got to make them work for you.
Please.
Don't just put them in a corner. Don't just write them in a notebook, close that notebook, and then the chapter is closed. You have to implement those points and those tips that you get. You have to implement it. And it has to be implemented in the way that works best for you. Trial and error is a beautiful thing. You may think that you failed when you have trial and error, but that's not a failure. That's a lesson learned. You pick back up and you try it a different way until you get it right the way that you want it. So get out here, entrepreneurs. Get out here. We're waiting for what you have.
And we're happy to serve you as well. All right. Again, man, and we say this time and time again, know your worth. Know who you are. Know what you have to offer to people. One thing that I took from this too, again, and we've said this before, if you got something that you're doing and you know you're good at it, why aren't you making money at it? That's a waste. I think that's a total waste of time. That you got this great idea, this great talent, and you're sitting on it. All right, who does that? All right, not the D-Start show. They will be tomorrow in Gary, Indiana. They're having their Valentine's Day live show. They're going to be asking questions. They got gifts out there. All of that stuff's going on. Okay, I'm gonna be there. I ain't paying, but I'm gonna be there.
Mitch, you ain't paying twice. I ain't paying.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, we get to a certain level in our careers where, I think it's important that people allow us to come through sit down and support them as we support them. So, D, if you want me to pay, I'll pay. But you know, I don't want to. I want to be there to support.
Stop it.
No, they're gonna have you up there with the balloon. They're gonna pop the balloon.
No, that won't happen. Okay?
Are they gonna do that for real? Are they gonna do that for real?
Greg is a different guy when he goes out to these events. Okay, I'm not this guy here. I'm a different guy. Gina, you better tell him I'm not that guy. I'm a lot more quiet. All right, but man, look, I got to say this too. Okay, real quick. Number one, I'm so proud of Rachel for doing everything that she's doing. Okay, because she's creating CEOs. All right, whether you guys know it or not, you are the if you have a business, you are the CEO of your business. You started that business, you are the CEO. Rachel, thank you for doing what you're doing. Okay, we are blessed to be able to, number one, reconnect like as we did. It's been 20-some years, but to both see each other flourish like we're doing, it's a beautiful thing. That's God, man. Appreciate you. Okay, I got to shout out to my brother Steven. Okay, because Steve is he's just taking these steps, all right, taking those small steps, and he's leaving these huge footprints. All right, Steve, come on. Mo, man, it's a lot of stuff we cannot do without this guy here. Okay, he sits back and he ducks under his microphone. Okay, but it's a lot of stuff we can't do without this guy. And my sister right here, Chris as well. Chris out there in Vegas doing his thing. Okay, dope living all the way through, going across the nation. But my sister, okay, I appreciate the call you gave me today. All right, I appreciate that, and I appreciate the sentiment that you gave afterwards. Okay, I appreciate that. My sister is winning, y'all. She's winning, and she will never, as long as I'm here, as long as Rachel here, as long as Steve here, as long as Mo here, she will never undervalue herself. Okay, she knows it. Okay, but sometimes sis needs a little kick in the pants to make sure she's doing it. She's not.
You need to hear from a friend, a loved one, or a family member.
And that's what we are. I'm a friend, I'm a loved one, and I'm a family member. We're going to always be. So, Rachel, appreciate you so very much again. All right. And real soon, we got some stuff to do.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Most definitely. Cousin, give me a call when I get off of here, okay? I'm sorry, I wasn't off there. Okay? But anyway.
I'm like, he just got off.
That's our week, y'all. This is Dope Living TV Live. We'll see you guys on Monday, all right?
Peace.